Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Nature Series.
I'm Keara, aka The Nail Vibes, and in this episode we're going to be doing Smoky Quartz. Our friend Molly Jean was doing some research for her resin art and came across these mica flakes that create a almost shattered look inside of resin that kind of looks like how crystals have the cracks in them. So we wanted to see if we could apply this to acrylic and figure out if we could make the cracks show up in our nails.
For our references, I have these two Smoky Quartz towers that I procured from All That Shimmers on Instagram.
As you can see, these crystals have a lot of cracks in them, especially at the top of that one, and then also the base of this one. So I wanted to give the nails the same effect.
And as you're looking through some of the ingredients that we are going to include into this set, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and support us for more content.
I used gel polish to tint the monomer. As you can see here, I used two colors, black and brown, to get the tone that I wanted. And then once I mix in the gel, I go ahead and check it with the clear acrylic just to make sure that the color is like I want it to be. And of course, I compare it to my reference. Now to get into the tutorial, I always start by, of course, prepping the nails. Here I use a sanding band to remove any of the shine on the nail just to make sure that the nail adheres properly. And after I prep, I always cleanse the nail with alcohol. Next, I apply the forms, and I always pre-pinch them just to help them go on straight. And because I'm doing these on Viv, I always ask her to double check if they're straight. Now I'm just going to use the dehydrator and 2 coats of primer. Next, I take a small amount of clear acrylic, and I'm just going to use this to build a base for our design. Now I use the tinted monomer with clear acrylic, and I place this from the free edge all the way down to the tip. And you want to make sure that it's still pretty thin, but definitely make sure it's pigmented. Then for the nail bed, I use some soft white in the tinted monomer, and I place it at the cuticle and then feather it down. This will give coverage for the nail bed as well as mimicking the reference crystals. Then I use some clear acrylic to place the mica flakes, and I put most of them on the nail bed and just a little bit past the free edge. Some of the flakes were really big and some weren't as reflective, so after the first nail I was a lot more picky about placement. Next, I used more of the tinted monomer and a little bit of clear acrylic just to go over the areas that I had flakes to even them out and give them more depth. Once that's dried for a bit, I take my favorite transfer foil gel and place it anywhere that I want rainbow inclusions. Once we've cured it for 30 seconds, then we go in with this oil slick foil and just apply that on top of anywhere that I put the gel. And finally, I cap the design with clear acrylic and just make sure that the structure is how I want it. Because of how chunky the flakes are, it can come out a little bit thick, so you really want to make sure that you're working fairly thinly, especially when you're encapsulating. So anytime we try out a new design, we actually go through the whole process of the first nail. So we end up filing and top coating before we do any of the other nails. That way we're able to see anything that went wrong and see if we want to change anything on the other nails when we do them. So here you can see that I'm using a hand file to shape, and then I go in with an E-file just to clean up anything else and also carve out my apex. I know y'all love it when we top coat, so here's a cute little moment of us top coating the first nail. Once we top coated, we really liked how it turned out and we went ahead and did the other nails. So here we are doing the whole process again. And again. And again. And one last time. Now please enjoy a short little ASMR moment of us filing. And finally, some more satisfying top coat. We're so in love with how this look turned out, and we hope you are too. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.